Hey students, this is your hints video on lesson 6.1, relations and functions. So number 4, we're just asked to describe the pattern in the mapping diagram. So when we look at this, we're seeing that as the input increases by 1, the output increases by 6. So that's all we're writing in here, increases by 1 and increases by 6. Number 7, you're selecting the ordered pairs shown in the mapping diagram. So you have several to choose from in your big ideas, but I'm just going to list them here. If the input is 1, the output is 8, so that's the ordered pair 1, 8. If the input is 3, the output could be either 8 or 4. So 3, 8 and 3, 4. That tells us that this is not a function. Okay, if the input is 5, the output is 6, and if the input is 7, the output is 2. So those are the ordered pairs shown on the mapping diagram. Okay, number 9, we're just determining whether this relation is a function. So we're going to look at each input and see if there is one and only one output for that input. So if our input is -2, our output is 15. If our input is 0, our output could be either 10 or 20. So that tells us that it is not a function. All right, next we have somewhere we are choosing the mapping diagram that matches the graph. So if we look at the graph, our ordered pairs are -4, 8, -2, 8, 0, 8, 2, 8, etc. So what we're looking at here is when the input is each of these numbers, our output is 8, so that's this one right here. This, by the way, is a function. Even though there's only one output, each input does have only one output. They just all happen to be the same output. Okay, and then number 18 has this table. It shows the outputs for several inputs. We want to figure out what's the output for an input of 200. So we could certainly expand this table and keep going till we get to an input of 200. I don't know about you, but I don't have the time to do that. So I'm going to look for another method here. And I'm going to say, okay, every time x increases by 1, the y is increasing by 5. So that's kind of like a slope of 5. So our output is going to be 5 times the input. But then I have this 0.025, which tells me that I'm also going to add 25 to that. So I have y equals 5x plus 25. If my input is 200, y will be 5 times 200 plus 25. That's 1,000 plus 25. Y is 1,025.